Memorial weekend's coming up, so I thought with these things I have left in the fridge that I need to use up, let's try making some snacks in the air fryer. So we're going to try roasted garbanzo beans. I'm going to take some flour and corn tortillas and make, with the corn ones I'm just going to make plain taco chips, and with the flour ones I'm going to put cinnamon sugar on them and then make a s'mores type dip and a strawberry yogurt dip to dip them in. And I'm going to also try baking some oatmeal raisin cookies in the air fryer. And as long as I'm doing snacks, I have a couple potatoes there, and I thought, let's see what happens if we try to make our own potato chips. So I'm going to start getting this stuff ready. I've prepped my tortillas and my garbanzo beans and my potatoes. I sliced the potatoes thin on mandolin and put some olive oil and salt on them. The garbanzo beans, I drained them, patted them dry, and then I mixed them with olive oil and spices. And then the tortillas, I'm going to either coat them with olive oil or butter spray, and the ones with olive oil I'll just salt, and the flour ones with the butter spray I will put on some stevia sugar and cinnamon. So far I have my garbanzo beans out. My roasted garbanzo beans. They look pretty good. And over here I have my tortilla chips, my corn tortilla chips. Now the ones on the top rack, really have to watch the top rack in here because they were done in 6 minutes like this. These other ones on the lower racks were in for 12 minutes at 400 degrees. But I had 3 racks filled with garbanzo beans and tortilla chips. But the top rack really cooked fast. So you gotta watch the top rack. But they're not too bad, pretty crunchy. Started taking out some of my potato chips, and they've been on at 400 degrees and put on for 15 minutes. I had some that I originally sliced thicker than the others until I got my mandolin adjusted properly, so they're taking a little bit longer. But here's, ooh, look at their almost, oh, I'd say they're done. Here's my potato chips. So we'll take these out, we'll put them over here. And look, I'm getting ready to pop in cookies because the next thing we're going to see, can we do baked cookies in there? So we'll take out the rest of the potato chips. They look about done. These are the thicker ones. They've been in a little bit longer. I started them on the top shelf so they would cook more, and then put them in the bottom as they got more done. And we'll just put these over here to kind of like dry on a rack for a little bit. And I need my racks to put my cookies on. So we'll be back after we put our oatmeal raisin cookies on. So my cookies have been in at 350 for about 15 minutes. I did find that I had to not only change racks, you know, put the bottom one on the top one on the bottom, but I had to flip the cookies over because they were not cooking on the bottoms. I don't know why that is. So I'll find my oven mitt and let's open this. And here, I did use parchment paper, are my oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. Tray 1. Tray 2. Put them over on the cooling rack. Put them on the cooling rack. I probably should have done that a little more delicately, but they were in there about, I would say, 16 minutes. I did flip them once, and so far, they look pretty good. Oatmeal raisin cookies. We have homemade potato chips, roasted garbanzo beans, regular corn tortilla chips, cinnamon, sugar with stevia tortilla chips, and for those I've made a yogurt cream cheese dip, and this is a chocolate cream cheese s'mores type dip to go with the tortilla chips. So yes, you can make cookies in there. Like I said, I lowered the temperature from the directions on the mix at 375. I put them in at 350 for about 15 minutes, but I kept checking them, and I did have to flip the cookies over to get the bottoms done. And the potato chips just covered with olive oil and salt, the garbanzo beans, olive oil, and whatever spices you like. I used garlic powder, onion powder. I put some cayenne pepper, some parsley, some basil, some paprika on them, and cinnamon, sugar, stevia, fake sugar, tortilla chips, and regular corn tortilla chips. Now, this is part of our holiday weekend snack fest, and I have an experiment I'm going to hopefully try tonight. It would make a great Memorial weekend. I'm not even going to say what it is. You'll have to watch the next video and find out.